All right, in this video, we're going to, all right, let me look at the right camera. All right, in this video, we're going to be doing an SEMrush tutorial and tell you what it is and how to use it for keyword research. Let's get into it. This is how heaven's beats out there. Okay,
Are you clipping that out, or are you going to keep that?
oh, what? I don't know. No,
Like
no,
the
I'm
actual,
clipping it. I'm
you're clipping.
clipping it.
Okay,
I just,
that's going on the
it
back
just
end of
makes me
mine.
excited. That's
Like
fine.
I'm
That's
keeping
fine.
it.
I got nothing to hide. Okay. Um, all right. So, okay, here we go. All right, so we are here in Kaneohe, Hawaii. I'm here with my buddy Brett from clickmill.co. He is seeing over 45,000 people come through his website every month, and he is going to break down, give you a little SEMrush tutorial on how he uses it to do keyword research and how you can use it in your own situations to do the same. Brett, take it away.
All right. Hey, Brett here with ClickMill. So in this video, we've been talking about marketing, how to start a marketing
Yeah,
agency.
let me
Yeah.
reintroduce you. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
didn't really talk about Christian marketing. Okay. All right, so we are here in Kaneohe, Hawaii, talking to Brett from clickmill.co, a Christian marketing, digital marketing company. And he's going to break down, give you an SEMrush tutorial on how he uses it to do keyword research and how you too can use it in your own endeavors to do marketing and keyword research. Brett, take it away.
All right. So in regard to marketing, the reason why Juke is wanting to bring up this particular subject on keyword research is firstly because most entrepreneurs, most people trying to do a YouTube channel, sell a service, run a business, sell a product, they don't know what keywords are. But keywords are the backbone right now. And this may change in the future as AI gets more advanced. And we can talk about that in another video.
Yeah.
But right now, and they have been since basically the advent of search engines, the keyword is the backbone of all your marketing. If you want to get a YouTube video to rank, you got to have a keyword in there.
Correct.
Because it's like how to start a marketing company. Well, how does YouTube know, which is a search engine, how does it know what you're looking for? It looks at the word you're looking for. And then what do we do on the back end? We say, how to start a marketing firm, how to make $1,000 a month per client starting off, whatever it is that people are looking, that's a keyword. So there are tools online that track these keywords for different search engines. So there's, like SEMrush, which is what we're going to talk about in this video. There are other ones, vidIQ for YouTube, and they track the search volumes or how many people per month are searching for a phrase.
And we'll be linking, there's a link to go to SEMrush in the description section.
Yeah. And so keywords are the backbone. If you want to run people to a blog, your blog has to have keywords in it because Google's basically just saying, oh, we're gonna start a dental business in this video, like a dentures business. And so we're just for the heck of it.
Sure.
And we'll see, because I haven't done that. So we're gonna do it on the fly. But it's like where to buy dentures. Well, all Google is basically doing, so Google's algorithm. It's like, okay, it does have a fairly complicated algorithm, but it's basically at the most simple level of SEO. We talk about SEO services. Someone looks up where to buy dentures, and Google says what sites have best 5 places to buy dentures, where to buy dentures, best 5 places. And you have that throughout the article, and Google just says, oh, we'll show this to this person. So SEO very simply is that.
So Google is trying to, just like YouTube's job is to come up with the best video for their user. Their user's looking up on YouTube how to buy dentures. So YouTube wants to find the best videos to give to that viewer so that they stay on their platform longer, so that they can show them ads longer, so that they can make money. Google is doing the same thing. It wants to come up with the best pieces of content. When you type that in, and where do I buy dentures? It wants to give you the best pieces of content for that keyword. Where do I buy dentures? And so you want to be in those, on that first page of Google, in those first 1, 2, or 3 positions on Google when they type that in, so that your business pops up. So they go to your blog, they go to your website and get that answered.
Right. And so keywords are almost universal with very little exception. So YouTube, Google, Bing, what DuckDuckGo, they all work on keywords. Advertising, you want to do ads on Google, you want to do ads on most platforms, Amazon, it's all based on keywords. Now, the exception is some social media platforms, like, for example, Facebook. You don't search a keyword, you just sort of pop around randomly.
Mm,
So that's not necessarily the case. However, hashtags are keywords. So if you actually search for a hashtag, you're searching a keyword. That's how it identifies keywords. So even in social media platforms, there are keywords. So if you're trying to do marketing, you're trying to do advertising, and you don't know what keywords are, you got to go backwards and you have to learn it. If you don't know it, you're never going to get anywhere. And so that's why we're talking about this. It is the critical skill underlying all of current digital marketing,
mm.
essentially.
Awesome, awesome. So take us into let's do a screen share. Take us into where people go. They would go to what, SEMrush, and
So
start an account.
yeah, so this is, and by the way, we don't have any kind of deal with SEMrush. I'm just showing you because this is the tool I train my team on.
Unless you want to set SEMrush, if you want to send me money, we will totally
He'll take
your
it.
money. Okay, go ahead.
I will too. All right, so yeah, no, this is just what I train my team in on the back end of the subscription, and our interns and our staff and all this. This is what we train our team on.
Do you have videos like this at
Oh yeah,
clickmill.co?
for
Okay, so
sure.
again, if you go to
Mhm.
clickmill.co and you click on and
Yeah,
you get their subscription, you're going to have
yeah.
access. And actually, we're just going to scratch the surface on this video, but he will give you much more detail. He has
Mhm.
hours and hours of digital marketing teaching,
Yep.
including SEMrush.
So coming back in, this is the SEMrush is an SEO tool, and SEM stands for search engine marketing,
I
which is
didn't know that. That's
basically
cool.
search engine optimization, or search engine optimization marketing. It's all SEO, SEM. It's basically the same thing, maybe a
Mm,
little difference. But so this has a bunch of tools. The one I'm going to show you today is the keyword tool.
mhm.
Now, there are a lot of keyword tools. I really like SEMrush right now the most. It does seem, based on some different studies and reports I've read, to have the most accurate data.
And you've worked with SEMrush for how long?
Uh,
Multiple
3 or 4
years. Yeah.
years, yeah,
Okay.
on and off. And so this is my favorite. This is what we use now. It is the more expensive of the bunch. The less expensive ones I don't like. Sometimes the data seems a little bit wacky,
Hmm.
but also they charge less, but they give you a limited, like, if you're trying to do research, you need hundreds and hundreds of searches for a month on this. And they're like, well, we give you 50 searches a day or 50.
Yeah.
So it's like you're capped, and then you're kind of hamstringed because you're paying. So it's like you're paying less, but you get less, and
Yeah.
it's not,
So
doesn't work.
if you are out there and you want to do this digital marketing thing seriously, or you have a company and you need to do keyword research seriously, if you want the best, SEMrush is pretty much the best. They're going to
Yeah.
be more expensive, but they're going to give you the best searches.
Yeah.
Most
And I think they're running, like, right now, 2020, 2024, something like, I think my bill was 125 a month. And I
Okay.
think that's the lower plan.
Wow. Yeah.
So it is more expensive. It took us a while to build up to that. It is a great tool. Maybe you have to start with something a little lower.
Mhm.
So I know there's another one, Keyword Finder, we've used for a while. I wasn't the biggest fan because of the caps, but it was an okay place to start. So
Gotcha.
either way, so we're going to go in here, and this is the Keyword Magic tool, and you'll see there's tons of tools in here. And anyway, Keyword Magic tool. And so we're going to come in here, and I'm just going to say, can I start a denture business? Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not interested in how to sell dentures. I'm interested in, where do I buy dentures? Best dentures. So are there people looking for a product if I'm selling it? So let's find out. So let's see. Best. I don't even know how to spell dentures.
DENCHER.
No way. Denture. Wow. See, we're learning dentures. All right. Let's see if that's, nope. Denture. Okay. We're going to double check it. We're going to spell check that real quick. And this is I'm just taking you through real life. This is how it would work if I was doing it for a firm. Dentures. Oh,
Really?
DENT.
Oh my gosh.
See?
That's what a 4-year journalism degree from the University of Florida will get you. Sorry. I should know how to spell dentures. Anyways.
Well, and so here's the first thing. If you type in if you misspell it, nothing will come up, and you'll be like, oh, nobody in the world wants to buy dentures. Dentures, they want to buy dentures.
Huh.
So first, and I've done that. I've misspelled things, because I misspell things a lot. So
Yeah.
I know I spell check it on,
Yeah.
if I don't think it's right, I spell check it, and then I bring it back. So we're going to go ahead. I am selecting in the United States.
Okay.
So this is just US.
Now, why would you want to do that?
Well, it depends. One of our former interns is in Kenya.
Yes.
and he's doing super awesome marketing for private schools in Kenya.
Mhm.
And the cost per click over there is like, he said between, this is crazy. In the US,
Talk about cost per click
yeah,
as well.
and we're getting in here.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm going to zoom in on the screen. Okay. So over here, if you're doing digital advertising, best denture adhesive. All right. And that might be where the actual money is.
Mm,
Okay. And we'll talk about that in a second. But over here, cost per click, 34 cents.
okay.
Okay. Now that's low. The average cost per click in the US 2022 is like $2 to 250-ish a click.
So what does that mean, cost per click?
So you go on Google, you show your advertisement up at the top of Google,
Yes.
and your ad, every time someone clicks on it, you only pay, and this is great because you used to have to pay, 10 grand a month for a billboard over the highway, and you don't even know if people that need dentures are driving.
Right.
So you're just hoping for the best. Well, here it's, if you're selling denture adhesive, the only time you pay for advertising is when they click on your ad at the top of Google.
Okay.
So that is cost per click.
Okay, so when someone clicks on that, you
Right.
pay that, you pay Google 34 cents.
34 cents
Okay.
on average here. Okay, now that's
Here.
actually pretty low.
Okay.
Now you'll notice over here, best dentist for dentures near me, you've got $4.50. Why? Because what are they going to pay? I don't know anything about dentures, but it sounds like you're going to go to the dentist and you're going to pay to have them pluck out some stragglers there, and then mold your face for dentures and then go through, there's probably like a process, so it's going to cost more, so they can pay more per click because their margins are higher, their gross profit
Okay,
per sale is
let me
higher.
just make sure. So just so you're following along, make sure you're
Mhm.
following along. These are on the left side. These are all keywords,
Yes.
right? The best denture adhesive, that's considered a keyword. Some would call it a keyword phrase, but that is a keyword. Okay. So and so these are different keywords, and different keywords have different search volume. You see
Yes.
under volume,
Right
and
here.
then the CPC, they have different cost per click. So if it's a
Yes.
higher cost per click, then that's going to generally be a better keyword, something that
Not
people are
necessarily.
not necessarily,
Not
but something
necessarily.
people are more willing to
Yes.
pay a higher price
They're
for.
at least usually willing to pay a higher price.
Okay.
Okay. So now, why do you, I want to go back and finish the question you asked. We
Okay.
can probably finish. Why would you want to do a different country? Well, where is the business that you're trying to start? You want to know accurate information for that country. So, my good friend Michael, who came through our internship program, he's running a business in Kenya. His average cost per click in Kenya, which I don't know if it's second or third world, but it's 1 cent to 8
Oh
cents.
my gosh.
And so now everything's relative because the cost of private school over there is lower. So he's able to calculate and say, okay, what is my sort of projected return based on these costs? Okay, so, and we can maybe talk about that, how to actually calculate, if you, maybe that in a future video, because this is just keywords.
Okay.
But we can use these numbers to see if we can make see if we can make money before we even go and approach a denture, what do you want to say, manufacturer, or, something like that. Anyway, so coming back in here, best denture adhesive. Okay, well, firstly, in my head, I'm thinking maybe I want an adhesive company because the denture is the one-time purchase. How often do you buy a new set of dentures? Probably not. Maybe that's a one-time deal, But like Gillette, okay, this is the Gillette model of business. Gillette made a razor and then sold the razor heads and got rich off the razor heads because
Okay.
you need razor heads. You need the adhesive over and over and over and over.
All right, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So this could be a modern day example. If, say, there's a marketing company out there, like you don't know anything about dentures,
No.
but say there's someone out there or a digital marketer out there, and they go to a dentist there, and so they would represent, so the dental company would
Yeah.
say, hey, I want to hire you on,
Yes.
Mr. Marketing Company number A,
Yep.
or letter A. I want to hire marketing company A on, and I'm going to give them, say, $400 or $500 or $1,000, whatever it is per month. I want you to go and find me more people for my dentist
Right.
work.
And
So
so
then
here we are.
they're going to go and do
Yep.
exactly what you're
This is
doing
it.
right now.
I could start the denture business, or I could find the people looking for the denture business that I'm offering my service to. Or maybe this is a dentist who does the dentures. And so he's like, well, we want more people in our dental firm, and we specialize in working with elderly clients who need dentures. So now we're doing research to say, who's looking for
And
dentures.
and just to be clear though, it could be any industry.
Yeah.
Brett's just
We
pulling
just made
this
this up.
out
Yeah.
for, dentures. If you
It's
want more
entertaining.
people, if you want more people to your plumbing
It's the
business, if you
same.
want more to your AC, you're gonna use these same tools that
Yeah.
Brett is gonna
It
explain.
works the same cross industry. Okay. So we come in here. So we're noticing right off the top, best dentures, best denture adhesive comes up. So, okay, we're getting a little educated, but let's come down here. Let's actually look at best dentures. These are people looking most likely, what brand of dentures are the best. Okay. Now, the next thing over here is the intent. And this is something Google's algorithm is moving heavily towards.
Hmm.
What is the expectation in the mind of the user when they search something?
Hmm.
And it can be different. And I as mentioned, like I run a Christian marketing agency, so I do a lot of marketing with churches and things. And one that can be very confusing, and Google used to have a bunch of options on, is Bible. If you look up Bible, are people looking to buy a Bible? Are they looking to read a digital Bible? Are they looking for a software that interprets and like what's this verse mean? And so all that stuff, you had products and Bible Gateway, the software, and like all these
Yeah.
different tools because Google didn't know what people wanted.
Yeah.
Well, it started tracking intent. What do people want? What do they click on the most? What do they spend the most time on?
Oh,
And they
okay.
started rearranging the search results based on intent. And so that's what
Interesting.
the intent column tells you. And C means commercial. They want to buy something.
Oh, interesting.
This is the guy in the meme who's holding cash and it's like, shut up and take my money.
Mm.
Okay, well, that's a great place to be if you're working with a client. Okay, so if I'm going to advertise for them, and right now we're talking about advertising, I want commercial intent. I'm not going to spend money on someone who's like, gee,
What's the best Bible?
yeah, how to build a deck? No. It's like, I want someone to come and build me a deck right now. That's the keyword you're looking for with commercial intent. Okay, so you'll notice the commercial intent, they're buying, and generally the cost per click on those is going to be higher than non-buyer intent. And that the cost per click will also fluctuate based on the price of the product because like with books, you don't even buy books. You don't even buy advertising with books because it's a $10 sale, $20 sale, and it's $2 a click.
Yeah.
So you're never going to make money. So you just don't do that. So sometimes the math doesn't work out in some industries. In some cases, it does.
And so they're seeing all this.
Right.
This screen sharing.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we're seeing all this. So best dentures, commercial. Okay. So they're looking for the best denture they're buying. Good news. Okay. How many searches per month? The volume here is how many searches are there per month in the United States. There's 880 people every month in the United States looking to purchase dentures.
It's great.
Okay. The trend then is this is a 12-month plot and it's showing you every month. And so, for example, here, best denture glue. Well, you can see over the past 12 months,
Interesting.
people started calling it denture glue. Why not denture adhesive? This is more consistent. Why is denture glue picking up? I don't know. Maybe there's a denture glue advertising.
Yeah, something
campaign.
happened.
Right. So you can see, and so sometimes, like I'm not a big fan of like fad advertising or trend, like advertising on trends, but sometimes it's good. Like if you got in on COVID early, nobody ever heard of COVID, and it goes from 0 searches a month to a gajillion.
Yeah.
If you can ride that wave and you've got something you can sell on the back end of that,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah.
Now, is that going to stay up forever? No, but you're still at least probably number one.
Or like
even
masks,
when it
like
levels
say
out.
people got into
Yeah.
masks that bad
Boom.
manufacturing at that
You're
time.
going up, right? Now, some things go down. So like best denture adhesive 2023, I'm not even interested because if all my keywords are on that, I'm going to have to go back every single year and rebuild everything and update. And I don't want to do that. So I would rather personally look for something that's coming in on a consistent trend over time so I can set it up and not forget it, but not have to manage it like every second of the day because it's all over the place. I want something consistent and passive. That's how I want my income. That's how I want my accounts.
Okay.
Okay. So we got a trend, and then the difficulty. Now, this is where people get confused between the cost per click and the difficulty. The cost per click tells you how much it costs to advertise through, say, Google Ads at the top of the Google search engine. Okay. And that's one click. Now, the keyword difficulty is if you're not advertising and it's more organic or people are searching on Google and they're scrolling down. It's like, oh, those are ads. I don't want to click those because those are at the top. Someone's paying for that. I don't trust it. And you scroll down to those first listings, like #1 rank on Google, just because Google says it's the best article or blog or website. And this is the difficulty, and it's between 1 and 100.
Uh-huh.
How hard is it to rank? How competitive is that market?
So
So
KD, that stands for keyword
keyword
difficulty.
difficulty, right?
Okay.
Percentage 33. Okay, so down here, I'm immediately keying in on this 27,
That's a green.
best denture cleaner.
Mm.
Why is that easier? There's less people. There's 720 a month they're buying, and it's 27. So I could pay fairly low if I can get them on a subscription model and get them in and then get them buying a month.
Hmm.
And then month over month, hey, we're just going to deliver it to your door. You don't ever have to buy this again. We're just going to take care of you. That might be a way to make a profit here, because I can't imagine denture cleaner being that expensive.
Mm.
So I don't want to advertise and make one sale. I'm going to have to make multiple sales to make that
Mm.
profitable. But over here, 27, I have some really good articles. I could pretty easily, out of 100, I could pretty easily get people in there for free
Hmm.
in 12 months to 18 months of building your SEO. And this is what we've done on ClickMill. We've got 45, hopefully 50 in the next few months, 50,000 hits a month,
Yeah.
because we just target these low difficulty keywords and run traffic to them. And then some small fraction of the traffic will convert into sales, or people who want to do internships or subscriptions, and it's great.
Yeah.
And so this right here I'm keying into because that's easy. But why would I go after 1,300 searches a month at 60 difficulty if I'm writing an
Okay, so
article?
hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're writing an article on dentures. So out of all of these,
Yep.
whatever there are, 10 there or something, you would immediately go to keyword difficulty.
Yeah.
That would be your first green, that green right there would.
Generally, I would say generally, yes, I'm going to default, because the likelihood that you rank in page 1 way higher. And if you rank page 1 for best denture cleaner down here with 27 difficulty, or you rank top of page 2. So like, let's say you rank 10 here or 11 here, because this is way hard. Even if you could get to 11, you're going to get 10 times the clicks off of this one, just because you show up right where they can see you.
Right.
People don't
People are not going to page 2, page 3. You got to be on that first page.
Right. So if I can get them on first page, I don't really care what's the search volume, because I'm just going to get more of the clicks.
Okay.
So now if it's like a huge dental cleaning, and that's all they do, and they're the best in the industry, and they can compete with a 59, they are the one pushing this up to 59. They are the industry.
Right.
Well, I just hit them all. I'll just start with the biggest one and then go down, because I know they're just immediately going to rank for that.
Right.
And that's fine. But if you're coming in, you're the little dot, which is kind of what we're talking about. You're getting in.
If you're
go low.
If you're the top, you're probably not watching this video.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Right. You're not watching the video anyway. And so what I would say, and what we've done with ClickMill, what we've done with client sites is like, I don't care if there's 50 searches a month. If it's like a 5 difficulty, I'm there.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna put content, really good content, and we're gonna put the best content for those little
So
keywords.
you see what he's saying, and learning from him, I've done the same thing with our YouTube channel. We're going for the smaller difficulty keywords, right? We're starting out, we're not going after the keyword Bitcoin, right? Because that's just this huge keyword that you will never rank on that first page or the first 1, 2, or 3 for, unless you have this huge operation. So if you're just starting out, you want to go for those smaller keywords, which is going to give you a better chance to rank for that smaller keyword and actually start to bring some sort of business in. And then you'll slowly build. And as you build, eventually you'll start to be at a place where you'll be able to go after bigger keywords.
Right. And let's talk about bigger, because I want to clarify that, because there's a little bit of maybe confusion that could be had there. Okay. When we talk about smaller and bigger, we have smaller search volumes, and you see they get smaller as we go down. As you get smaller, you're going to start seeing easier. Look at that, 14. Best denture. So they left the S off. So that's a little weird, but you can write for that 320 searches at 14. You can have a brand new website and go start and target this keyword right now, and you could possibly rank page 1, because there's nobody there.
Yeah.
And so to that end, the smaller the keyword gets, but so you see, we're talking about big and small keywords. Well, we have big, it's not really big and small keywords. It's higher and lower search volumes, higher and lower difficulty to rank for those on Google. Or if you're coming over to something like vidIQ, higher and lower to rank on YouTube. It's the same thing. They all work the same way. Now, then you have higher and lower cost per click. So you can look at it that way if you're advertising. But the thing I want to focus in on is what's called the tail of the keyword. So like Bitcoin, That's a one word keyword. And like, we'll just look it up.
Yeah.
So let's go to Bitcoin. I'm never going to start a website. I probably never work on a website that's going to go after this keyword, right?
Yeah.
In the entire span of my business at ClickMill, we've only targeted one single word keyword
Oh, okay.
because it's so vague and you have to be such a huge industry expert
So let
online.
me
You're
just
never going to rank for it.
So let me just elaborate if there's any confusion. When he's saying one word is Bitcoin, right? Another word might be a tree, right? That's a one word keyword.
Right.
So
Single word.
single word. So when he's saying a keyword, that doesn't necessarily mean
It's
one
a phrase,
word,
word or
a
phrase.
keyword or keyword phrase. So his keyword phrase. So for instance, right now it says Bitcoin price today. That would be a 3-word keyword.
Right. And so we have short tail, because I don't know who made this up, but short tail keyword, long tail keyword has more words. The longer the keyword, the more words that are in the phrase, the lower the search volume, because less people are typing. We're like, people, you'd be surprised at how shockingly lazy people are searching the stuff online. The difference between a 3-word and a 4-word could be like huge amounts. You could have tens of thousands of searches on a 3-word keyword and then 50 searches on a 4-word.
Wow.
It just varies. But the longer it gets, the less likely it is that people are searching for that. And then less people are marketing to that. And that's where you get in because the difficulty is easier.
And also the more specific,
right?
So you can get at their intention. So the more likely that they're gonna, if you can deliver the goods on that particular keyword.
The longer, more specific, like Bitcoin. I don't know what they're looking for.
Or Bible.
How to buy Bitcoin with no upfront fees.
Boom.
If you've got that, you can go dominate that. And it's probably pretty easy to rank for because it's longer and there's less people searching. So that's a really great way to get in and then start building. Now here on the screen, you see Bitcoin, one word. This is like, what is Bitcoin?
Yeah.
These are everything you need to know about Bitcoin. And so you'll see there's a million searches a month.
100%
Your
difficulty.
Don't even waste your time. Oh, people get caught up. Oh, there's a million a month.
Yeah.
If I could just get a fraction, you're never going to get a fraction.
Yeah.
You're going to be ranked 10,000 on that Google search, right?
Yeah.
So Bitcoin price, again, don't waste your time. But if you come down,
look, the cost per click is 0.
Yeah.
Cost per click is 0.
Well, and because how much money do you make Bitcoin price? That's just a software that reports the price. You can't advertise. Nobody's buying anything, right? Okay. So that's again, this is not an advertisable niche here. This is a SEO niche. What they do is they get 4 million people in for free, and then they sell like 1 in a million on their Bitcoin service. Okay. Right. But you just can't profit it on a cost per click basis. And so, some you can, some you can't. But if you come down to the longer keywords, look, buy Bitcoin eToro. Don't know what that is, but people are looking for it, and that's 60. Well, maybe that's a place to get in. Even a longer one here, real long, how to buy Bitcoin on eToro app. Okay, so eToro, firstly, if you're listening, which they're not, but if you are, you need to make sure you've got the articles going live here because you're the lowest. People can come in here with, again, this is still a pretty powerful website at 48, but people can start slipping in here and they need to make sure they're using it. Yeah. But you'll notice as you go down further with lower and lower search volumes, here you go, 22,000 Bitcoin ETF, 22,000 Bitcoin fintech Zoom, whatever that means. If you want to get in on Bitcoin, you want to start writing articles about this. Get people into your website.
Because that's 11 difficulty. They could potentially
22,000 searches a month. And you'll notice everything else is 100. 22,000 searches a month with 11 difficulty.
And the Bitcoin ETF actually has a C next to it. So that actually does have some commercial.
Right. And an ETF is a type of investment fund with low fees. And so it's like, how do I buy this fund with low fees? Go write about it and then say, hey, get a little of your Bitcoin ETF and sign up on our software.
So when he's saying go write about it, he means go write a blog with those keywords in it.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, over at, like, in terms of blogs with keywords, like over at ClickMill, we have very long blogs. We push less blogs longer. We're talking like minimum 2,000 word content. Yeah. And we want to have the best content because we just want to have the best chance of ranking on Google.
But that is intentional because, through your research and stuff, you have learned that Google, the average blog that is that ranks in the top 3 or that front page, the average amount of words a few years ago was like 1,800 something. You know what I mean?
It's going up as it gets more competitive.
So that is why he
Right.
does the long form, and we do the same thing at welcometotruth.com.
Yeah. So I think that's a pretty good overview of keywords. If you're starting out, you want to target the country you're in, the specific niche, and then you want to find the low keyword difficulty and probably start free writing content. And then again, you're looking at, you're going to want some training in how to write articles, how to create, maybe YouTube videos. And if you can do it free in your side time, you can start marketing very inexpensively with maybe a couple subscriptions. You need a keyword tool, and then you have to have a website or at least a funnel, something like that.
Yeah.
And you can get started relatively expensively, but start on the easy stuff, on the low search volume stuff, on the long tail keywords that few people are in, and slowly start building it until you can rank for higher and harder things.
Does SEMrush, is that primarily what it does? It's a keyword. Does it have other services?
Yeah, so on here, SEMrush, you'll see we're in the keyword magic tool.
Mhm.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Do you want to do a bonus in this video, or you want to wait for the next one? I can throw something on the
what?
end. I can show them how to assess a client account and look at their website and assess some of the marketing needs they might have.
Do you think that requires its own video, or do you think
It
it's
could.
just, yeah.
Yeah. Another video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so that's a little bit on and I'm going to promote for the next video. So this is what should I say on the promotion? What would the next video be?
What do you want to do?
Oh, the SEMrush thing I'm
Yeah.
saying. Did you want to do that?
So say in the
what-
next video, we're going to look at one more tool in SEMrush where we're going to show you how to assess a potential client account
Okay.
before reaching out.
How you can assess a potential client account before reaching out. Okay.
Now hold on, I'll stop sharing here. Okay.
Yeah, because I think mine shut off anyway.
Oh, you want to turn it on?
Well, I'll just look toward your camera
Okay,
at this point. All right, so that is a brief overview of SEMrush. We're going to do another video, a quick video on how on SEMrush you can assess a potential client as well. So check out that video right there. If you want more marketing tutorials, marketing information, go on over to clickmill.co and check it out for yourself. Check out their subscription service. Okay.
We're done?
No.
Okay.
If you are finding value with this video, go ahead and hit if this video is helping you out, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications, and also give it a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Hey, if you want more information on SEMrush, including how to assess a potential client, go ahead and click on that video right there, and we will see you over there in the next video. Peace.